I believe one of the reasons the Civil War took so long was that we had God-fearing leaders on both sides. And certainly as you look at the South, the name that seems to jump out at everybody is Robert E. Lee. Here was a man that had been offered the generalship of the Union Army. Spent some troubled nights at his home at Arlington trying to decide whether to go with his native Virginia or to lead the armies of the United States against the South. And he finally decided that he needed to go with his home and lead the troops in the South. This extended the war, I'm sure, a number of years because he was also a God-fearing man. Lincoln mentioned in his second inaugural that both pray to the same God and both invoke his blessing against the other. In fact, at one time Lincoln was told by a minister, "Mr. President, I know that God is on our side." And Lincoln's famous response was, "That's not my concern, I just hope we're on God's side." He knew very well that both sides were praying to the same God and were trying to win the war. This is a letter of Robert E. Lee written after he's lost the war a few months before. This is in December of 1865. If he'd given Grant his sword on April 9th of that year at Appomattox Courthouse. And a woman by the name of Grace Shreve had sent a gift on behalf of the suffering citizens. And he acknowledges. He says, "I return you my earnest thanks for your beautiful gift and for your deep sympathy with the South. You will receive the fervent gratitude of her suffering citizens. Your tears and prayers in their behalf, I am sure, will be accepted by him who never unnecessarily afflicts his people, and who has pleasure in lightening their sorrows, in crowning them with mercies and kindness. With great respect, your obedient servant, R.E. Lee."